I have a song and a story for you today, and then we'll take a peek at our animals. So let's start with our good morning song. I've been waiting for you to come to this place.
I'm so
waiting for you to come to this place. Wherever you're from, I'm glad that you come. I've been waiting for you to come to this place. Alright, so I have a song for us today. It's a song that Miss Claudia taught us, if you guys remember that. It's called There's a Dog at School. Now usually you guys get to pick the animals for this song, and usually you pick animals that are very, very difficult for Miss Helen. Like, what does a worm say? Or what does a pygmy marmoset say? So, haha, today I'm picking animals that make noises that I already know. So let's reach in here and pull out a horse. We've got a horse. It's our first verse. Wonder if he could ride on my guitar. All right. Goes like this. There's a horse at school. Oh no, what are we going to do? As long as there's a horse at school, he'll have to learn his alphabet too. Neigh, 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 neigh. Neigh, 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 neigh. Neigh, 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 neigh. Neigh, 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 neigh. As long as there's a horse at school, he'll have to learn his alphabet too. Alright, let's see what else we got in here. Let's see. I grabbed a lion! Okay, let's see if we can get him up here too. Oh, I don't know if he's gonna stay.
I can take the horse.
There's a lion at school. Oh no, what are we going to do? As long as there's a lion at school, he'll have to learn his alphabet too. Roar, 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 roar. Roar, 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 roar. Roar, 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 roar. As long as there's a lion at school, he'll have to learn his alphabet. All right, I'm gonna reach into the basket here. I'm not looking, I promise. I found a frog. This is getting very difficult. Let's see. There's a frog at school. Oh no, what are we going to do? As long as there's a frog at school, he'll have to learn his alphabet too. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. As long as there's a frog at school, he'll have to learn his alphabet. Whoop, I lost my frog. How about we do a goose? I need to sit on my knee.
Can I help?
There's a
Goose at school. Oh no, what are we going to do? As long as there's a goose at school, he'll have to learn his alphabet too.
honk, 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 honk.
Honk, 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 honk. Honk, 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 honk. As long as there's a horse at school, he'll have to learn the alphabet too. Alright, every animal has spell except for the horse.
Oh no, alright, we've got one more animal. It's a pig! And that's perfect because we have a pig in our story in just a minute. There's a pig at school.
Oh no, what are we going to do? As long as there's a pig at school, he has to learn the alphabet too. Oink, 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 oink,
such a fun song that Miss Claudia taught us. I'm going to put my guitar down, horse and all. And I'm going to have my little pig stay up here because we are going to read a book about him. And this is another book that I loved when I was little. It is a book that I learned to read with, and it is called Small Pig. Beatrice, I want you to get close, but not too close, all right? There we go. Small Pig by Arnold Lobel. Small Pig. Oh, and this is where I wrote in my book when I was a little girl. I had learned my letters, but I don't think it actually says anything yet. I was just probably trying to write my name. The small pig lives in a pig pen on a farm. The small pig likes to eat and likes to run around the barnyard and likes to sleep, but most of all, the small pig likes to sit down and sink down in good, soft mud. The farmer and his wife love the small pig. "We think you are the best pig in the world," they say. You can take your feet off. One morning, the farmer's wife says, "Today I will clean my house." She cleans the upstairs, then she cleans the downstairs. "My house is spotless," said the farmer's wife, "but the rest of this farm is very dirty. I will get to work and clean it up." The farmer's wife cleans the barn, and the stable, and the chicken coop. Ooh, look at those chickens. Then she comes to the pig pen. "Heavens!" cried the farmer's wife. "This is the dirtiest spot of all." So she cleans the pig pen and she washes the pig. "That's better," said the farmer's wife. "Now everything is neat and shiny." And you have to look at the picture here of the pig's face. Does the pig look very happy? "Where is my good soft mud?" asked the small pig. "I guess it's gone," said the farmer. "I'm sorry." The small pig is more than sorry. He is angry. "This place is too neat and shiny for me," he says. And that night the small pig runs away. Soon he finds a swamp. "Ah!" cries the small pig. "Here is good soft mud." The small pig sits down and sinks down into the mud. "Lovely, lovely," he says, and then he goes to sleep. "Ouch!" says the small pig as a dragonfly bumps into his nose. "Whoops!" said the small pig as a frog jumps on his head. "Yow!" said the small pig as a turtle is biting his tail. "Move yourself out of here," says a big snake. "You are taking up space that belongs to us." So the small pig moves himself out of there in a hurry and runs on down the road. "Here is a very dirty place," says the small pig. "Junkyard. There is sure to be some good soft mud nearby." The small pig finds broken bottles and old television sets. He finds kitchen sinks and empty soup cans, but he does not find mud. "Cars are fun," said the small pig, "but not as much fun as mud." "Sofas are soft," said the small pig, "but not as soft as mud." Then he sees something that he does not like at all. "That is why there is no mud around here," cries the small pig. What is it? It's a vacuum cleaner, just like the one the farmer's wife used. And he runs on down the road. At the end of the road is a large city. "Even the air is dirty here," says the small pig. "This is sure to be a place with some good, soft mud nearby."
What is it?
Soon the small pig finds what he's looking for. "Ah," he said, "here is mud." Now this says bus stop, and this says keep off, and this here says cement. Uh-oh. He sits down and sinks down into the good, soft mud.
Wait.
"This mud is strange," said the small pig. "It is not very soft at all. In fact, it is getting harder and harder." He tries to get up, but he cannot move. Soon a few people stop to stare at the small pig. More and more people come to see the small pig. Oh, look at him, poor guy. Then many, many people come to look because they have never seen a pig stuck in the sidewalk. Have you ever seen a pig stuck in the sidewalk? I haven't. The farmer and his wife drive by in their car. Look at that big crowd of people, says the farmer. Let's stop and see what's happening. All right, says the farmer's wife, but hurry, we must keep looking for our lost pig. The farmer stops the car. What's happening here? He asks a man. Oh, nothing much, says the man. There's just a pig stuck in the sidewalk. Heavens, cried the farmer's wife. That is our pig. That's stuck in the sidewalk. Call the police. Call the firemen, shouts the farmer. By this time, everyone in the city has come to see the small pig. The policemen hold back the huge crowd.
Oh, poor little piggy.
The firemen bring tools and break the sidewalk. Please, says the farmer's wife, be very careful. We think that this pig is the best pig in the world. The firemen work very carefully, and soon the small pig is free. He jumps into the arms of the farmer and his wife. They all drive home together. Just as they come to the farm, the sky turns dark and a storm begins. It rains and rains. Has anyone heard some thunder, seen some lightning, or seen some rain at your house recently? It has rained a lot. And let me tell you, a pig would be very happy at the Little Garden School right now because there are some very muddy puddles. The farmer says, look! Now there's a brand new mud puddle in the pig pen. The farmer's wife says, and I promise never to clean it up again.
Look at that. That's bigger than the last one.
So the small pig runs into the pig pen. First he has his supper, then he sits down, and he sinks down into the good, soft mud. The end. That's the end. Now I would like to take you around to see some of our pets. And let's see, we'll start over here with our eagle. We've got Eagle. I believe that's Eagle Dad sitting there today. Dad's taking a turn on the nest. It looks like it's very windy there. You can see how his feathers are blowing up, and he's hunkered down on those eggs to make sure that the wind doesn't make them too cold and make sure that they don't blow away. All right, and let's go over and check on some of our other pets. You'll notice that our tomatoes have almost reached all the way up to the light now. They are going crazy.
Going cray-cray.
Yep, and then over here, oh look, actually our little crab is just climbing out. Hello, little crabs. How are you? Now, the crab that moved into a different shell the other day must have decided he didn't like that new shell very much, so he moved back into his old shell. So here he is, back in his old shell.
What was his old shell?
And then our little guy is right over here. There's our little guy. So there's our 3 Krabby Crabs. They're doing great. And then if we come over here, you can see our tadpoles are also doing really well. And I think we might be able to see some legs today. Let's see. Hey, Mr. Legs, where are you? I think they're all hanging out over by the heater today. But see, look, there's some legs. Thank you for being in just the right spot for us, little guy. Look at those beautiful back legs. They are getting very big, and they are starting to go up and take little gulps of air from the surface now. They still have gills on the side of their bodies where they can get oxygen from the water, but they're practicing being frogs by going up and getting little gulps of air too. So we're seeing them swim up to the top more frequently, which is kind of fun. All right, boys and girls, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll be back with you here on video tomorrow. Take care.